I'm Joe Tarantino with I Know Jax, the show where I tell you about cool local stuff. Great local restaurants to eat at, local small businesses, local craft beer, upcoming events, and much more. If you like that kind of stuff, make sure to like the I Know Jax Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember, I Know Jax, eat local, drink local, and be local. Today I have a fantastic show lined up for you with lots of delicious food. We're going to start by visiting the Urban Food Truck Court downtown. Now the food truck court is located on Hogan Street and features a diverse lineup of tasty food trucks throughout the week. I'm down at the Urban Food Truck Court and I'm checking out Jammas Jax food truck. And I'm gonna go in and see how Julio makes his great Asian street food. So we're inside the truck now and Julio's gonna make us one of your specials, right?
We're running today kimchi fried rice. I like it with beef, so this is our flank steak.
So the meat goes in first.
Meat goes first. Stir fry it a little bit. It's good.
There you go.
Okay. Carrots, onions, broccoli. Give them a stir right there. This rice is from yesterday. I like to cook it, put them in the sheets, and put in the walk-in, so it's
that way the starch is stuck.
It's dry. It's dry. It's not mushy or anything. Right. You know? And you see how the rice is like lots of grains.
Yep.
It's not sticky, no nothing.
Toast it up there. So this isn't the hot kimchi, right?
No, it's very mild kimchi.
And then if I'm gonna pick it up a notch, what do you do?
So you said you wanted 10 flames on it, right?
Well, at least 4.
All right, let's do 4. So we're gonna
so that's Thai chili, right?
Thai chili oil.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be good. You're gonna like it.
Oh, look at that.
So we just put little sesame seeds on it, and then ready you have it. Kimchi fried rice.
So Julio and the gang really know how to put out some amazing food. This kimchi fried rice that he made is awesome. They also do this. This is a really popular dish. This is pad thai. He's also got some spring rolls and chicken pot stickers. All amazing. Now the good thing is they're down here at the Urban Food Truck Court every Monday, or you can go on their Facebook page and find out where else they are throughout the week. Some of the best food in Jacksonville comes off of a food truck. Now you know. If you watch my show, you know that I always ask for my food spicy. I love it, but not everyone likes their food hot. And if you don't, just ask them to cook it the way that you like it. There's another thing I like about food trucks. Your food is cooked to order. Next, we're going to visit another kitchen, but this time it's for delicious seafood linguine. Ride the Wild West Express in St. Mary's, Georgia, featuring Wild West characters aboard each train and a showdown shootout at Frontierland. Come face to face with the good guys and the bad guys as you ride the rails through woodlands and over marshland. Then at the midway point, experience a dramatic shootout. For those of you looking for a thrill, St. Mary's Express offers an at-the-throttle experience where you get to actually run the diesel locomotive. Get your tickets to the Wild West Express at stmarysrailroad.com. I love seafood, shrimp, scallops, fresh fish, all that stuff. Now personally, I'm not a huge fan of oysters, but I know most of you guys are. And the fish company is known for their oyster bar. And this time, that's not what I'm going there for. Check this out. I'm at one of my favorite places in all of Jacksonville, and definitely my favorite place for seafood, and that's the Fish Company in Atlantic Beach. And today I'm having my favorite dish, which is the Cajun shrimp linguine. I'm gonna go back in the kitchen and have the chef show me how they make it. And you know what I order when I come here?
Yes, the crawfish.
That too.
And that, yes. Always. This is why we're making it. It's one of Joe's favorites.
Cajun shrimp linguine.
And then we start with a little bit of the cremini mushrooms. I like to quarter it so you get nice little big
chunkies.
chunks in there. Get them nice and cooked down a little bit.
What's your favorite dish here?
I like everything pretty much. I like the key lime meringue pies,
yeah.
the cheesecake.
Well, I see how you started with dessert first.
Isn't that how you eat dinner?
Yeah, you can.
This is where we add our fresh peeled Mayport shrimp.
Always made pork shrimp.
Always Mayport shrimp.
Have you ever wondered how many tons of shrimp you've served over the years you've been open here?
I have a nice lady who peels our shrimp just about daily. She does about right around 300 pounds a week. Of just the on those slow weeks.
Right.
And so 300 pounds times 52.
That gets to be a lot.
Times 10 years.
Yeah.
It's at least 100 pounds, I'm sure.
Yeah.
My math's not very good.
He's not good at math. It's a good thing he's in the kitchen.
Yes. All right.
You don't homeschool, do you?
No. Then we add about a tablespoon of chopped garlic. You know the garlic's ready when you can start smelling it. Our Cajun spice is a homemade Cajun magic, we call it.
Cajun magic.
Because it is magic. White pepper, thyme, sea salt, oregano, paprika, cayenne, onion, and garlic. Just a few things. And depending on how spicy you like it,
you can keep adding. I got
adding
it. Those are pretty.
Oh yeah. Local caught.
Locally caught.
Then we add a little bit of a basil chiffonade, our linguine. We like to toss it right in there.
Sure. Get all the goodness into the noodle.
Absolutely. And then we add a little bit of our finishing butter, just a tiny pat.
To cream it up.
Asiago cheese.
Asiago. Now that's the secret ingredient you have in a lot of your dishes, I know. It is. It's creamy goodness.
It is. It just really creams it up and just really pulls it all together.
I just recently learned that. You did the cooking demo with us at the Home and Patio show. And when you put that in the chowder, it surprised me because I didn't realize that was something that was in there. But it made such a huge difference when you added it.
Huge difference.
That's crazy good.
All right.
Asiago, that's the secret ingredient, folks. This is a normal portion, just so that you know they're not making this special for us. This is part of the reason why.
No, I actually have an order for it.
That's actually why I ordered this dish too, because it's substantial, and as you might know, so am I. Well, that's it, the Cajun shrimp linguine, right here at the Fish Company. Look forward to seeing you here. I Know Jax is a small local business, just like your local pizza restaurant. I'm not paid by a media company. My business depends on the support of sponsors. That's how I can keep doing what I love. So when you go visit a restaurant or a business that you've heard about here at I Know Jax, please let them know. And if you really want to be helpful, post a photo on Instagram with the hashtag I Know Jax, or tag I Know Jax in your Facebook post. It really helps me when you do. And it's also really, really helpful when you share my videos on social media with your friends and family. That's how we grow our community. Ride the Wild West Express in St. Mary's, Georgia, featuring Wild West characters aboard each train and a showdown shootout at Frontierland. Come face to face with the good guys and the bad guys as you ride the rails through woodlands and over marshland. Then at the midway point, experience a dramatic shootout. For those of you looking for a thrill, St. Mary's Express offers an at-the-throttle experience where you get to actually run the diesel locomotive. Get your tickets to the Wild West Express at stmarysrailroad.com. There's always a lot of fun stuff happening in our part of the world. Right now, we're entering what I refer to as the spring festival season. Here's what's up. Every week I take a look at the fun and interesting events in Jax. Here's the list of my top 5 things to do in Jacksonville. Please let me know if you agree with me or if I missed something. At number 5 is the First Wednesday Art Walk. I always enjoy going downtown for this event, but even more so when the weather's nicer. The theme for this month is, of course, Mardi Gras. First Wednesday Art Walk spans more than 15 blocks that includes more than 40 galleries, plus museums, cultural venues, restaurants, bars, and business, plus dozens of artists in Hemming Park. There's street performers and music. Start by picking up your map in Hemming Park and then head out for an adventure. That's on Wednesday, March 6th. At number 4 is the Clay County Strawberry Fest. Now I have to include something to eat on my list. How about strawberries? At the Clay County Strawberry Fest, they'll have strawberries from Plant City and everything else that you can make with strawberries. And I'm talking about strawberry lemonade, strawberry pie, strawberry jam, chocolate-covered strawberries, and more. And they'll also have the regular festival activities like sack races, pony rides, pie eating contests, and my favorite, the hula hoop contest. I can rock that. Strawberry Fest takes place at Clay County Fairgrounds March 9th and 10th. At number 3 is the St. Augustine Celtic Music and Heritage Festival. This festival is number 3 because it sounds like fun to me and I need to get in the mood for St. Patrick's Day. This festival is the center for the St. Augustine Highland Games, plus the oldest St. Patrick parade in the world. Celtic artisans, Celtic food, and much more. There's even a whiskey tasting on Friday, but that's already sold out. Expect lots of people and lots of fun. The St. Augustine Celtic Music and Heritage Festival is on March 9th and 10th at Francis Field in St. Augustine. At number 2 is the Gate River Run. I know, I'm not a runner, but many of you are. The Gate River Run is an annual 15K road running event for both competitive and recreational runners. Now, it has been the U.S. National Championship 15K since 1994, and it was voted as one of the top U.S. road races for the last 20 years by Road Runners magazine. The 42nd annual Gate River Run is March 9th downtown. Number 1 is the Concours d'Elegance. Last week I talked about Monster Jam and big trucks, and this time we're looking at a more refined event that has a lot of fancy vintage cars. This is a great event for you shutterbugs and car lovers. The Concours d'Elegance always is a big event at Amelia Island with lots of visitors from out of town. The Concours d'Elegance takes place March 9th through the 11th. That's my top 5 list for this week, March 4th through 10th. What are your top picks for the week? Now, if you're watching me online, let me know what event I should have put on my list and which events you're going to attend in the comments below. For more ideas about fun things to do, visit iknowjax.com. I often get emails from viewers who like what I do and find our stories both helpful and fun, and I love that. It's really what keeps me doing what I'm doing. I often get asked, how can I help or how can I support I Know Jax? And it's really simple. Help share our content on social media to your friends. Also, please sign up to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This year, a big focus for me and I Know Jax is to build our online community, so it really helps me when you share my videos. Every week I talk about happenings and craft beer events in my TV show, I Know Jax. Today I'm drinking a Dead Guy Ale from Rogue. The newest brewery in Jacksonville, Legacy Ale Works, is doing something unique. It's called Pink Boots Brew Day, and this event is for the ladies. Liz Jacobs from Legacy, Alice McEwen from Hyperion Brewing, Andrea Conover from Azalea Brewing Company, and Joanne Stometsky Stewart from SJ Brewing will be hosting a Pink Boots Society collaboration brew day on International Women's Day, March 8th. The brew session starts at 8 a.m. at the brewery, where the women will prepare a special beer for International Women's Day. Then the participants are encouraged to return to the brewery for their specialty brew launch with their girlfriends. All proceeds from the sale of this specialty beer release will be donated to the Pink Boots Society. This is a nonprofit organization empowering and educating women in the beer industry. If you're interested, look up Legacy Ale Works Facebook page for event details and sign up. The Pink Boots Brewery Day takes place March 8th at Legacy Ale Works. It's pollen season in Florida, which means spring is approaching at full speed. And besides my pollen allergy wreaking havoc, here's another sure sign of spring. It's the annual opening of the beer garden at Wicked Barley. This is the day when Wicked Barley throws a party to celebrate the warmer weather with special beer releases, live music, and I saw that Smokestack is going to be playing among others. There's also food specials, and here's another sure sign that spring has sprung at Wicked Barley. It's the return of the slushy machine. The grand opening of the beer garden takes place March 9th at Wicked Barley. Did you watch Nickelodeon in the 90s? If so, I think you might appreciate something called nostalgia personified with Nickelodeon's Pete and Pete. Danny Tamborelli and Michael Morana starred in many classic 90s and early 2000s staples, including All That, Figure It Out, Slackers, The Mighty Ducks, and Home Alone. Their most memorable team-up, though, is Nickelodeon's The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Now they've been doing a successful podcast called The Adventures of Danny and Mike. Then they decided to take their show on the road and visit breweries in Florida because they also like beer. The duo will critique some of their old shorts, host on-stage interactions, and read a few scenes during a 90s themed night that's both comedy and nostalgia, and it involves beer. Nostalgia Personified Tour with Nickelodeon's Pete and Pete is coming to Bold City Sunday, March 10th at 1 p.m. Check Bold City's Facebook page for tickets. Pinglehead Brewery in Orange Park is getting ready to celebrate its birthday in March. Pinglehead is turning 9 this year. That's an accomplishment in itself for a local business, and there's even more good news. If you go to the brewery, you can now buy 4 packs of cold Pinglehead Imperial Red in 16-ounce cans. Now, we believe this is a first for Clay County and Orange Park. Make sure to support a Pinglehead, stop by and wish them happy birthday, and buy a few cans of Imperial Red. And when you do, let them know that you found out about it from Joe at iknowjax.com. That's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and cheers. That's it for this week's episode of I Know Jax. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode. But before then, I'll see you on the internet.